All right, welcome to Atos headquarters, San Diego, California. So tonight we worked on the Crucifix escape, like amazing escapes, great ways for you to escape from the Crucifix. I know like it's really hard, it's one of the worst positions to stay inside, right, locked. So I show like a lot of variations when you're facing belly down and when you're facing belly up. So great ways for you to escape. Go check it out. You're gonna find a lot of details, a lot of secrets, all right, in the technique. Boys. Okay, so there's two ways for you to be on the Crucifix. One is when you're facing chest down, right, over here, on this situation here. And two is when you're facing chest up like this, okay? Which is better for you to defend, okay? So at first you need to do this in order to escape, okay? Because imagine that when you're facing down, there's your opponent on top of you, and plus like the floor right here. So if you put a lot of weight on me, I'll be with my chest on the floor like this. It's really hard for me to move, okay? But when he rolls, when he rolls right here, so now it's easier for me to move and escape, okay? So if you get caught on the Crucifix, okay, with your chest facing down, come this way. Go to the Crucifix for me. Right here, okay? There's two ways for an opponent to control your arm. One is like this, and two is like bringing the hand to the other side. Okay, it's gonna be really hard for you to take your arm out. Your opponent will be controlling the other arm. Sometimes he's gonna control with the hand like this, or putting his hand behind his head, like this, so where I cannot move my hand, and he keep my hand far from my neck, which is easier for him to attack my neck, okay, with his free arm. All right. In both situations, with my arm facing, so with my arm facing this way or this way, there's one thing that I can do right here to escape. Okay, when I'm facing down, facing my chest down like this. Let's say at first it's like this, right? His arm, my arm is strapped. I will try to step over his leg. Okay, I'll catch his leg right here. Okay, like this. And now I start forcing to go to the floor, and then I'll keep on top of my opponent. Like this. Kind of like I'm doing a side smash, but you see that my arm is strapped still? Okay, and then I'll work to try to get his arm. Of course, like sometimes you can get the Crucifix, the Kimura trap, like this, right? You gotta keep your head like right under his arm, okay? Because if your head is here, he can choke you. Go for the choke. Look, he chokes you. All right. So notice when I put his side on the floor. Let's say he's grabbing the Kimura trap, or he start attacking my neck. Right here. Of course, I gotta try to defend, but sometimes he's gonna grab my collar here, and then I'll be too late. Okay. So I'm gonna start moving him to the side, and I'm not gonna roll, because if I roll like this, I'll give you a chance to keep choking me here since he already grabbed my neck. Okay. In this case, I'll put him with the side on the floor, okay? And I'll keep on top of him. I'm not gonna roll, all right? So here, he's controlling, he's grabbing my neck. I'm gonna start moving this way. So now I'm here. So now notice that Andy's grabbing my collar and he's trying to choke me here. And because I'm stepping over his leg, it's really hard for him to turtle again. If I pass my leg to this side, he's gonna turtle. Look, he's gonna be on top of me again. So make sure you're here, trapping both legs. Okay, keep his leg between your legs. So now right here, Andrew is gonna start adjusting the choke. Okay, exactly. So more and more, he's gonna try to grab my neck. He's gonna do his best to not let me control his sleeve right here, or his arm. Okay, he's gonna do his best to keep his hand away. All right, and I'll do my best to close my elbow and go with my hand on the sleeve here, and I start to tuck my chin in like this. Okay, and I'm teaching here the worst case scenario where he already get the Crucifix and my collar. Okay. Because to be honest, it would be better for me to just go as soon as you get the Crucifix I go for the side smash with the arm in without even letting him grab my collar. For example, Andy got the crucifix here, right? He got the Kimura trap. He's not so focused on my neck. I'm gonna bring him to the side and I'll keep my head under his arm, you see? Try to attack my neck. Now it's a little bit harder for him to attack my neck. Maybe he can try to go for kind of like a guillotine, like this, exactly, but look, even like that, it's easier for me to control this arm right here, okay? So if I can reach his arm, that'll be great. Try to not let me reach the arm. And keep the arm away. If you keep the arm away, look, extend your arm and stiff your arm. Try to grab my arm so he can. Now with my arm stiff, I can grab here, okay? And once I grab like this, now I can start working to escape, okay? And I'll go with my hand here climbing his material, okay? The material of his gi until I get really close to his shoulder, okay? So now when I get here, I'm gonna start moving my arm. I can start shrug and start taking my elbow out, okay? So keep walking here, and in the meantime that I'm here, I'm gonna start moving, okay, my arm, little by little. Once my arm goes out, now it's time for me to walk to the other side, look, like this. All right, now I'm gonna start bringing my elbows close to his armpit and my hips, okay, this side of my hip against his arm as well, so he doesn't frame, because if he frames here, he has a great chance to attack my back and not allow me to pass his guard, okay? Because that will count as a guard pass, because you start as a side smash, okay? So again, so he grabs me here, okay? I'm gonna start controlling his sleeve, move to the side, and I get the side smash, okay? Control the arm, okay? Try to break my grip, and he's gonna try to break her grip to keep holding here, okay? If you wanna grab closer and you grab his collar here, that will be great as well, okay? That's a very strong position here. So grab the collar and bring the collar towards your head. Try to move and try to choke me. It's hard for him to choke, okay? Sit up. He's probably gonna try to sit up, right? In the meantime, I'm always like doing a little pop to take my elbow. My elbow was here between his legs. I'm gonna take my elbow this way. Because once I just give him the forearm, he doesn't control my arm anymore, okay? And once I take my arm out, now I can grab outside of his knee, like this. Because now when I move to the side, I wanna bring his leg to me here, okay? All right, because I don't wanna keep him this way, because he can push me, like this, okay? So when you jump to the side, bring his leg to you like this, and try to fold in this way. Try to frame me right now, and now I start opening his arm like this. Okay, this way is when he's not grabbing the collar, okay? So back to the collar. So he's right here, he's controlling the collar, right? In a very bad position. I'm gonna start moving to the side. I get the side smash. Andy, try to bring me that way. I'm not gonna accept, roll Andy. I'm not gonna accept having my partner doing this with me, okay? So I need to keep this leg like this. Don't put your knee on the floor. Okay, here. Go ahead and throw me that way. He's gonna start choking me. I'm gonna extend my arm. Try to control my arm. Grab it. He only control my arm if I keep my arm bent like this. Okay? Now look, I'm gonna dribble his arm here, his hand. Okay, I'm gonna move my hand, not letting him grab my hand. Okay, he's gonna start choking me in. Right? I go here. Once I grab, I'm gonna tuck my chin in. You see? Don't keep his forearm on your throat. Use your shoulder down, tuck your chin in. Okay? And now it's the same thing. Move your arm little by little until you escape. Once your arm gets out, you can start going this way, because it's not gonna choke you anymore. The choke is not gonna be effective, okay, as before. So this escape is when you face your chest down. Let's work on this first, and then I will teach you how to escape when your chest is facing up. Because sometimes, as soon as your opponent gets here, he's gonna roll. and then you're gonna be on this situation here. Okay, go back. Or when you're trying to escape here, by doing this, he's gonna like bring it this way. Okay, because he's strong, he uses the timing, okay, the momentum to bring me this way, and then I'm here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you later how to escape from this. And if your hand is facing down like this, it's the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna move towards his leg, and then I'll go here, try to roll me and extend my arm and keep like this. You see how I spread my legs, try to throw me that way, and in the meantime, I start. The best way for you to take the arm out is bring your shoulder to your ear, like shrug, like this, okay? Let's say he's controlling you, you see his legs are attached to your arm, you go like this until like the arm gets out, okay? It's like Little Weapon. Have you watched that movie, Little Weapon? And then Riggs like break his shoulder to escape from the... I'm just joking, okay? Bad joke. But you just gotta shrug, 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 shrug until your elbow pops out. Once your elbow pops out, there's no longer control on the arm, okay? And then you can easily go to the other side and take your hand out, okay? And think like that, like you don't wanna like stiff your arm. Don't stiff your arm to try to take your arm out. Jiu-Jitsu is like that. If I stiff myself, my opponent gets stiff as well. So he can feel more my body. But when I relax, kind of like I let my arm get numb, and I move like with my arm kind of like numb until it pops out, okay? Because if I keep like this, it's not gonna move really well, okay? So you need to use the Jinga, right? Jinga. All right? Any question? Yes.
Can you show one more time of facing this way?
Yeah. Do you want to do the other side of the arm? Like maybe.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yes, go on this side here. And... Yeah, what the go. I don't know if I'm good escaping this side. So I'm here, right? Landed in a roll, he's just trying to attack me. Of course, if I keep this hand here to defend my neck is better than like here, okay? So I go here. Look. Even though he's like controlling my hand, trying to attack my neck, I go like this, grabbing his hand, and I pass my head under his armpit, okay? Then I start coming this way and I'm side smashing like this. Look, if I can grab his wrist or his sleeve and I'm on the situation here, okay, it's easier for me to escape. Now, keep controlling my arm, Andy. Keep the other arm with the leg, look. He even forgot about that. I start like shrug, shrug, until I escape the arm. Okay, now it's really hard for me to pass the arm to the other side. If I pass this hand to this side, I'm on the side smash, right? But sometimes if I disconnect, he's gonna roll me like that way, exactly, okay? And even I've tried to turn this way, it's not good to move after the move of your opponent. It's better to move before, okay? So I control before he throw me that way, I go this way. And I bring it to me and open him up like this, okay? And don't forget, you are in a bad position, okay? So we're just like understanding how to escape, but sometimes it's gonna take a long time for you to take your arm out, okay? And escape. Any other question? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go. All right, so you're gonna start on Crucifix, and Andy just like try to escape like that.
Okay.
You're on camera right now, okay? Go.
Let's go. It's your only chance, man. I'll go easy.
All right, you got right there. You wanna start like this, Gabe, or you wanna start with the Kimura trap?
I'd rather start with this right here.
No, with the collar, no. Like just a seat belt or Kimura
I'll
trap.
just seat belt with this.
Ready? Go. Go ahead. Put it to the floor. Go back. There you go. Go. Nice.
Oh!
Okay, you wanna want another chance? You see that Andy, like he kind of like Gabriel flipped him and then he came back. You always can come back, okay? It depends on your mobility as well. If you have like stiff rotation, you know, so it's hard for you to come back, all right? This is a very effective way to escape, okay, when you're facing belly down, okay? But even with the belly up like this, yeah, like this, I still can try to turn this way to catch his leg, but because my head is already here, it's really hard. And the reason that Andy could do it is because it was the momentum. So he kind of bounced back, okay? But if you're already there, it's a little bit harder for you to turn, okay? Yeah, sometimes your opponent will control Kimura or Americana, okay? So on this way here, he's gonna grab the Kimura, right? And even when I'm here, let's say Andy turn around. Let's say Andy start bending my arm and start going for Kimura like this. Don't let that happen, okay? So just stiff your arm forward like this, extend your arm. Go in and try to Kimura me. So I extend my arm and I start moving my hand. Try to grab my wrist right now. He can't, all right? Now I can grab his wrist. And then look, right here to take the arm out. Don't try to take your head off the floor to pull your arm out. It's not gonna work because you're gonna smash his leg on your arms. So you see my weight right now is on my waist, so I can't take the arm out. I need to keep my head on the floor, and I take the weight out of his leg so I can easily take my arm out, okay? So if I keep a lot of weight here, I'm gonna smash his legs and I'm helping him to trap my arm. So just put your head on the floor and be like a tripod position, you see? And then you just keeping the arm out, okay? And every time you try to turtle right here, right, you just go back with your knee on the floor behind him, okay? Because sometimes if you keep too much like this, it's gonna start passing the legs underneath of you, okay? It's just a matter of balance. It's not too far, it's not too close. You gotta find the balance right there to start limping the arm out, okay? Any question? No? Yes? You can. To open his legs, right? Yeah, you can. Yeah, definitely you can. Use your all limbs, all your limbs to, if you have 5 limbs, go ahead. 6 limbs. All right, go. Okay, here. Look, 1, 2, I'm here, and she means I'm using the leg to open his like this, right? Yeah, you can. Just you can use that for sure, right? But it's not everyone that can do it, because when you try to do it, the person flips it, right? Okay. So now let's say I'm facing my belly up, when you got the crucifix, I made a mistake, or he rolled fast and I'm on this position here, okay? There was one fight that I fought against Bochecha. I was in a bad crucifix and I escaped, okay, against Bochecha, right? It's finals of Pans Open Class 2013, I believe. He was right here, I was on this position, and he was doing a bicep slice on my hand here, on my arm here. It was a very bad triangle, and I just figure out a way to escape. You just gotta understand how your body works, okay, in order to escape, all right? And sometimes you gotta give something, right? Sometimes I'll need to give the side control to escape from the crucifix, but it's better than being here with your opponent on your back, right? Sometimes I can start sliding, and your opponent goes to the side control here, but it's way better for you to be here than on that situation where he can choke you, he can Kimura you on this side, wrist lock you, he can armbar you on this side as well with the legs, right? So what I do here, there's 2 things I do, okay? Just stay focused right now to get the details, okay? Again, now Andy, he can go for the Kimura like this to secure the control of the crucifix, or he can go with the hand as a seat belt or a choke. Go for the choke, yeah, like this, all right? If I turn this way, I gotta tap, okay? Even if my arm goes out, because when I turn this way, a lot of times my arm will limp out. But the thing is, my opponent is still chasing my back, plus I'm going against the collar, and he's gonna choke me here. Okay, keep pulling the collar. Look, I gotta get choked. More I turn, more I get choked. So now you understand that the best way for you to turn in order to escape from the choke is facing this way. That's the best way for you to escape, okay, if he's getting your neck. Even if he's not grabbing the collar, if it's like kind of like a no-gi, right? He's grabbing like this. You need to face this way to escape. Okay, don't try to go this way because it's gonna chase you and it's gonna choke you out. Okay? So now look, my hand is facing this way, and as I mentioned on the other classes about the crucifix control, when my hand is facing down, it's easier for him to control me. It's harder for me to escape, but there's a solution, okay? If my hand is facing up like this, it's so easy for me to just using my heels on the floor, slide down really fast, putting my shoulders on the mat, and until the crown of my head touches the floor, like this. I extend my arms like this and I touch my head on the floor. He has a great chance to come up on the side control. Okay, go back. Or I can go faster than him. Even though he has the Kimura trap going like this, I'm gonna point my hand up and I'll use my heels on the floor and I slide down really fast, extending my arms up. Okay, arms up, body down. So I go here, and now I can like roll to get on top of him. Okay, so you can do that, all right? Which is, it requires a little bit of athleticism, mobility as well. If your hand is facing down, you can do that because when I go down, look, I'm getting like a Kimura right here. I must have my arm facing this way. Okay, that's the only way for me to escape like that. And when you do that, you gotta understand that your opponent has a great chance to come up to side control right before I roll. Okay, so when I go down, he's gonna come up. Now I'm trapped, but I try to free this arm right here. Okay, keep right there. I'll try to free this arm here, and then I'm gonna start pushing this way, and I pass under his leg, controlling his arm here. Okay, because now I can start framing. I can start target dowers. Right, I can do a lot of things like that, okay? Because a lot of times when you escape like that, when you're here, okay, you escape like that, you come up, and you focus on trying to put this underhook here. You're like, to do this, right? But this is a very common way to escape, and he's gonna be aware of that. He's not gonna let you underhook. Try to underhook me here. He underhooked me, so it's really hard for me to underhook him. But this hand here, it's gonna be easier for me to take the arm out. So I bridge, take my arm out. Now I walk this way. See? Now I can easily like go for dars or just escape the hips and recover the guard. Got it? Okay. Even like a regular side control, your opponent is here. A lot of times you're like, you can't find this, right? Right, Jason? Happens all the time, right? So we gotta go here, look. This side is easy. The bottom side is easy. Now you just start walking, facing this way, look. And extend your arm up. Look. You're gonna get out. So on the fight, it's gonna look like this. I'm here, I go, ha. Immediately I can escape, or I can keep close if I wanna attack like stars. Okay? Again. Crucifix, yes. So now you know you can go one and then roll, okay? And when you roll, don't try to roll on your neck, roll on your shoulder. Pick a side to roll. I can roll over my left shoulder or over my right shoulder. Don't try to roll like square, okay? So roll over one of the shoulders. So we can practice this as the first one, okay? The second one, it's when my arm is facing down. So now because my arm is facing down, it's harder for me to go down because when I go down, I feel I get the Kimura here. I get like, you see my shoulder is like hurting right now, okay? So I can't do that, all right? There's different ways for your opponent to attack, okay? He can attack your neck or he can stay like that, okay? So let's say he's not attacking my neck yet. He controls here. Look how he controls and I'm here, okay? I can start going with my back to this side right here, look. Boom, I go here. Because look, makes a lot of sense. If my hand is faced like this, I go, imagine my fingers has like a turban. I like, I go that way, right? And if my fingers face this way, I have a turban here, like it goes down. Okay? So if I'm like facing my fingers up like this, like I'm a champ, I go like this way. Okay? But if my fingers are facing down, my hand is facing down, I gotta go this way. Okay? Because now look, I'm with my back on the floor, that's what I want. And now there's two things for me to do here. I can face to this side, okay, and link my arm out, or I can face to this side and link my arm out. It really depends what I want to do. But when I face on this side, there's a chance for Andy to get the crucifix again if I keep my legs like this. The back, Andy. But if I build a frame, let's say, look, this leg here, I build a frame like this. Now I can start attacking the legs. I can start put on the X guard or put on the 50-50, okay? Again, he's not attacking my neck, okay? It works. I'm here, and is there. Look, the turn. I go one, and now I choose the side that I face. I scissor my legs this way, and look, I limp my arm out here. So facing this way, great. I'll be here, okay? Or he's grabbing me there. I'm gonna scissor my leg to the other side, and I limp this arm out. Control my arm in. I limp my arm out here, and now I use my bottom leg as a frame here, like a K guard. Then I can start attacking his leg, knee bars, okay? Toe holds. Okay, when I face his legs, I have more attacks than just get on the side control, okay? It just depends like what you want to do. Okay, let's say I'm down by a lot of points, I need a submission, I face his legs. Or I'm winning, if I escape, I gotta control more, I face his head, because then I'll be on the side control. Make sense? Okay, this is like a competition mindset, okay? In training, you just go for the sub, no matter what, okay? Sometimes when I'm here, my hand is facing down, and when I start bridging to that side, my opponent is really smart. He catch my neck. I expose my neck to him. Look. You see? Like this. Now he's getting my collar here. Okay? And because I'm halfway, Ryan, because I'm halfway on top of him, I can do this. Look. One, and now I can do this. Two. I'm back to the first position. Because he's grabbing my neck. Okay? And he's controlling the collar. Now look, I'm gonna start tucking my chin, control his sleeve, or C-grip on the wrist, which is really good. And then I start tripod, limping the arm. Once your elbow pops out, your hand goes out. Now, I can do this too, look. I can lift my hip and then pass my hand over both legs and get the underhook here. So now I'm attacking the side smash, okay, and start passing, okay? Or you do like the way we did the first one, all right, again. Professor, how did you develop those escapes? I spent some time on crucifixes a lot. When I was white belt, blue belt, purple belt, then I gotta do it, right? I gotta start learning, okay? So we're here, hands facing down. I must go that way. But if I can go faster, and look, when I'm with this arm here, attack my neck. Attack my neck, go back. Attack really fast, go. Boom. I can go back. But now if I go here, now I keep his hand a little bit far from my neck, attack my neck. It takes a longer way from him, or a long time for him to get my neck, go back. So when I go one, I push down. If he's like doing the Kimura, I go one, and then I push myself here, putting my shoulder on the mat. Okay? Once I do that, now I can B-boy stuff. Oh, and then start. Right? Or the frame. But if you get my neck, right in the moment, like I'm going that way. Because right here, try to get my neck, Andy. I can start sliding down, right? Go back. But I move him halfway, like he's a foam roll. Grab my neck, Andy. And then I go. Now, defend the neck. leg tripod, little by little until you escape. Once you escape, you do exactly what you did at first. Okay? All right. So you guys understand it, or right? So if you understand that, it's gonna be easy for you to escape. It's like Buzz Lightyear. I watch a lot Toy Story with my daughter. All right, got it? Any questions, guys? Let's try, okay? And then we're gonna do live too to see if it works. All right? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Before we start, okay, just keep that in mind because sometimes you're gonna fight opponents where they're gonna control your collar really fast right here. Control my collar in the neck, like this, okay? And I feel if I didn't bridge and he's already controlling my collar, if I bridge, I'm gonna help him to choke me, okay? All right, this is dangerous. So if he's already grabbing your collar, get up, take out the gun. So I'm gonna put the shoulder, the side that I have the arm trapped between the legs, this shoulder, I'm gonna put on the floor, okay? And I'll bring this bicep against my ear, my face here, okay? So what I do is like this, because I need to face to his legs to get out from the choke. But if I just face like this, it's not gonna work because you see my back, a part of my back, which is the back of my shoulder, is on him. But if I go like this, go Andy, like he's there, so I bring my bicep against my ear, okay? And I start like moving my shoulder this way to the floor. I start sinking here. And then he's gonna try to go for side control. Then I go again. Whoop. Okay. Just in case like he already grabbed your collar, okay? So you need to melt him down, like, right? You melt, like you need to also find ways to not give you space because look, this is very important. If I keep my arm here, it's gonna be hard for me to melt down. Look, okay? I need to. I slide both of my shoulder to the mat. In all the scenarios, right? Both of my shoulders and my neck, the back of my neck on the floor. In this case, I grab the collar, grab the collar. I move this way, okay? If it's not grabbing my collar, I put the back of my shoulders and my neck on this side. Look, sometimes I put my butt here on top of his belly. If that happens, he's gonna try to switch for leg drag, like this. Okay, and then I can battle from here as well, okay? But I need my back on the floor, okay? So it's kind of like you taking the cross out of your back, because there's a cross on your back, right? And if you keep the cross on your back, it's gonna control you. You're suffering, okay? But if you like bring the cross down, so you can go up, so it's easier, or you go down, okay? So you gotta like make sure that part of the cross that's across your back is not on your back, okay? So now let's start on the crucifix and the person who's attacking. Just control. We're not gonna try to choke right now. Just control. Okay, we're gonna do a few rounds without submission and then a few rounds like with submission. And then you guys can play, okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go, partner. Grab here, you can put your head under his arm. Go slide down, yes, like this. Now look, try to do something here, Peter. Try to move him, try to turn. Just stay there. Now start to link your arm out. Now, little by little, your elbow goes out, you see? Take your hand out. Now you pass the other side, and then open it. Don't try to face this way. You can do that, but I prefer to open his elbow here and face toward his leg. And this hand is open his arm and grab it here. Like this, exactly. Now you can make transition to the backward. You have to figure out how to get your arms through those. Ready? Go. Don't try to choke right now, just control. Look, Nico. extend your arm. Extend your arm. Very good. Extend. Extend. Look, now look. Turn your arm. Yeah. Side match, side match. Tripod, tripod. Bring our head up a little bit more. Head up. There you go. There you go. Use our legs. Top to bottom. Go. Now when you're there, look, she's gonna try to start pushing you. Now, Krista, you're gonna start like opening her elbows and bring your lat more like against upper of her chest. Bring her leg close to you. Bring this leg more to you. And now you're gonna start pushing leg over leg. Now you're here. Now you're like this. Start pushing your leg and slide your leg up. Smash right now. Nice. Segura, aí eu volto aqui, ó. Segurei. Aí quando eu segurei, eu posso segurar a banda. Aí eu segurar mais em cima, ó. Aqui, ó. Nessa aqui, ele pode dar uma quimurinha ao contrário, ó. Uma quimura ao contrário. Aí, ó, assim. Isso aqui é perigoso, porque ele começa a dar uma quimura aqui e me pegar. Mas mesmo assim, ó, vai pegar a quimura, ó. Eu estico meu braço, pega a quimura. Não pega, tá vendo? Volto, seguro. Agora que eu faço? Agora eu começo a movimentar o meu ombro pra minha orelha, esse ombro aqui, ó. Eu vou me mexendo, vai, começa a lutar aí. Tá lutando, ó, o braço vai saindo, ó. Saiu o braço. Saiu, eu peguei a perna, tá vendo? Peguei a perna, aí eu posso pular pro outro lado aqui, ó. Pula, faço isso. You're here, right? Because you have one here. Side smash, side smash. Sister, yes, go, go. Didn't work? Yes, go, go, go. Try to take side smash, Joe. Bring your legs up. Now it's slide down again. Slide down, slide down, slide down again. Slide down. Yes! Oh. It's okay, you're already out. That's not guard pass. That's just a bad position. That's not guard pass. It's just a bad position. And if you chill there, he's gonna